Hi everyone, Kimmy Everett here, and I wanted to be the first to welcome you to Team Freedom Secret, which is our team, and the bigger LifeMax family. Now, as you're getting started, you may be asking, how do I do this business? And that's exactly what this video is going to provide for you. The knowledge on how to get your business up and running very quickly, very effectively in the first 14 days. What we want to do here is teach you how to become EAQ 360'd in just 14 short days. Don't worry, we're going to explain exactly what that means. So let's go ahead and get started. Step one is to have you get familiar with your team office, which is where your business will be run out of. And in addition to that, we want to have you customize your website. So as you enrolled, you chose a username and password. You're going to use those username and password to get yourself logged into your team office. And once you're there, we want you to do the most important thing, which is to set up your PayHub account. Your PayHub account is how you're going to get paid every single week. Yes, that's right. You get to get paid every week. And by setting up your PayHub, you will make sure that the income that you create will be transferred over to your debit card. You'll receive your debit card in the mail, but now that you have your PayHub set up in your team office, your debit card will be funded every week. From there, you can decide if you just want to use your debit card to go out and make purchases, or if you want to have your income transferred over to your bank account, and you can specify that when you're setting up your PayHub. Now let's move on to your websites. You get two websites, your lifemax.net website and your fueledbymila.net website. We want you to go in again to your team office now that you're here and customize those two websites simply by putting information about yourself so that when your friends and family go to look at your website, they will be able to learn a little bit more about you, and it's customized and it shares exactly who you are. This is an easy step that your sponsor will help you do as well. I also want to explain the importance of AutoShip. What AutoShip means is that every month you will receive 60 business volume of Mila. That's basically 2 of the month supply bags of Mila. That's the minimum. Of course, you can get more if you'd like. And we want to make sure that every person who enrolls as a distributor is enrolled in AutoShip from day one. Because as your team builds and you have more and more people simply consuming their monthly AutoShip requirement, this is the baseline of your income. This is very important. And so when you enroll your new distributors, make sure you set this culture with them as well. Step 2 is really, really important for you and for your sponsor, and this is creating your why. Your why is the reason that you join LifeMax. Your why is what is going to keep you here for years and years to come. And so we've found that if you don't put your commitments down on paper, generally they don't happen. And so it's really important to get your why written down and get in touch with exactly what it is that gets you excited about being a part of LifeMax. So it's not just about making lots of money. It's a lot bigger than that. It's who will it affect in your life when you do create that income? What are the things you're going to be able to do? Where are the places you're going to be able to go? Who will you share it with? And these dreams and goals are really what will keep you going in ups and downs of building your business. Now we want you to share this with your sponsor, and in turn, your sponsor will share with you their why, so you guys are really working closely together and you know what each other's dreams and goals are. From here, step 3, now that you've built your why, step 3 is now taking that why and creating your story. You may have a story or you may not have a story, depending on if you fell in love with Mila and that's why you joined the company, or maybe you got really excited about the income potential here with LifeMax and that's what brought you to the company. So if you have a story on the product side, that's fantastic. All of us eventually will have a product story, so start tailoring that. But in addition to the product story, you want to make sure that you have your story for what's going to speak to the people that you're speaking to. So when I say your story, it's not just about you, it's more about how you can touch the people that you're talking to. Your story should be short, about 1 minute to 2 minutes long, no longer. And it's not all the details of who gave you the Mila and how long it sat in your counter or things like that. It's more about something such as, you know, I never have been able to get to my child's soccer games on the weekends because I'm always in the office. LifeMax is providing me the avenue to be sure that I never miss another one of Johnny's soccer games again. Okay? I just made that story up, but you can see where I'm headed with that. That will speak to people. So have a clear, concise, 1 to 2 minute story that you feel comfortable sharing all the time, and start working on that now. Step 4 is understanding EAQ 360, which is the first rank in our compensation plan. And the reason it's important to understand our ranks is that we get paid more and more income the higher we rank advance. So starting at the very beginning, our goal is to get you to EAQ 360 in just 14 short days. Now, when you enrolled, you paid $69.95, which got you your website. Then you activated by choosing your silver, gold, or platinum package. And the next step is to get yourself qualified by sponsoring 2 people. So you're going to show people our business, and when 2 people decide that they'd like to join you, you will now be qualified. From there, you now have 2 legs, a left leg and a right leg. When you have 360 business volume on your smaller leg during 1 week's time period, you will be EAQ 360. Now, this is fantastic because you've reached your first rank, which means you can earn more income, and it also creates a great story to add to the story you've come up with. To be able to tell people you got off to a fast start gets people excited, and it gets you excited, and it builds belief in not only you, but the people that you're talking to. We want to help you get to EAQ 360 in 14 days, and by following the steps that we're sharing, you'll absolutely be able to do so. Let's move on to step 5. Now that you understand EAQ 360, step 5 is all about setting your calendar. So we're going to have you set a couple dates. The first dates are going to be in-homes. So go ahead and pull out your calendar and look at the next 14 days and circle 2 dates that you know you're available to show people the LifeMax business. Don't worry, you're not going to be presenting. We'll talk about that in a bit. Circle the dates that work for you, and now let me explain what an in-home is. An in-home doesn't necessarily mean that it's at your home. It could be at a coffee shop, it could be at a library, it could be at an office space, or it could be at your home. The great thing about using your home is you show others how easy this is to do, and that any home is okay to use for an in-home. We want to keep things nice and simple and duplicatable. So now that you've got your dates set, 2 dates, the reason you're choosing 2 dates is that not everybody is going to be able to attend the first event that you offer. So as you're talking to people and inviting them to attend your in-home, you're going to offer the first date. If they say they can't make it, you then will offer the second date. You only want to offer 1 date at a time so that the person you're speaking with can say no first, and then they can say no or yes to the second event. You don't want them to wipe out both choices all at once. Now you've got your in-home date set and you're ready to get going on learning what you're going to do to get people to your in-homes. The next thing we want you to do in your calendar is take a look at what time of day works best for you to build your LifeMax business. Is it the morning? Is it the evening? Is it at your lunch break? What time of day are you planning to block off to build your business, and how much time a day do you have? We've created a little worksheet below that you can fill in for the time of day that works best for you. And depending on how many hours you want to put into your LifeMax business every week, please go ahead, fill out this worksheet, and then move it over into your calendar so you have now time blocked your LifeMax business building time in your weekly calendar. By doing this, you will start to see tremendous results because consistency is absolutely the key to success here. Step 6 in building your LifeMax business is building your list. Now that you have your in-homes scheduled, you need to think about who you want to invite to these in-homes, and you want to think about who you want to invite into joining your business. So we've created a list here that's a memory jogger that will allow you to think of everybody you know. The top 10 in the memory jogger are the people you want to focus on first. And so go ahead, look at the memory jogger list that's included in the PDF and start building your list. Obviously, the more people that you include on your list, the better. And don't think about, oh, they might not do this, or oh, they have a lot of money, or oh, I don't know. Just go ahead and make a list and put everybody on it. And then from there, your sponsor will help you work through your list. Now, you've got your list, you're ready to invite people, so you need to know what you're going to invite them to. Now you've got your list built, and so let's move on to step 7, which is knowing your options of the information that you're going to share with the people who you invite to take a look at LifeMax. Our first information we always want to share with people is a first look, and we've got a handful of different first looks, so we want you to get comfortable with those. In addition, we want you to take a look at the video that's available to show as a business presentation. We also offer webinars, and there's also live events happening. So we want you to get comfortable with what's available to share with the people you're going to invite to review the LifeMax information. Now that you're familiar with everything that you can share with the people that you're going to talk to, you need to know how to talk to them. And so step 8 is inviting. We have provided some very general scripts here, but what I want to say is don't get too caught up on the words of the script. Don't feel like you have to memorize what we have here. These are a guideline to help you be successful right from the get-go when you're talking to people. Go ahead and practice with your sponsor. Role-playing is a really good idea. In addition to the scripts we've provided here, when your packet comes, you will have a CD on how to invite, and there's also more scripts on how to invite on mylifemax.net as well. But this is a great place to start. Simple script, which also includes the follow-up on the first conversation. And that's very important because you always want to set your date for a follow-up call on the very first call you make. So now that you're comfortable, you've role-played back and forth, you're ready to go out and start inviting to the 2 in-home dates that you have set. Step 9 is getting you plugged in and dialed in to the rest of the information that we have available. So everything we've provided here is just enough to get you up and running and be successful in your first 14 days. We want you to feel comfortable, confident, and secure and not overwhelmed with too much. But of course there's going to be more from here. There's going to be additional training you can tap into. But first of all, I want to make sure that every week you receive our Team Freedom Secret weekly email, so be sure to opt into that. In addition, every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, we have our Team Freedom Secret leadership call that you definitely want to be a part of. And of course, you want to make sure that you're registered to attend our annual Conference 1 in Orlando, Florida. You're so lucky because you have the chance to get there. It's going to be October 12th through 14th, and this is something you definitely don't want to miss. As a new business builder, this will take your business to the highest levels possible. You will meet the leadership, and you will meet the founders, and you will meet industry icons from around the world. So this is something you definitely want to make sure that you get yourself registered for. So now you've had a chance to hear the 9 steps that will allow you to hit EAQ 360 in just 14 days. How exciting is that? 14 days from now, you will be EAQ 360. So let's quickly review the 9 steps that will help get you there. Step 1, you're enrolled, and you're going to now get familiar with your team office, get your pay hub set up, get your websites established, and you understand the value of AutoShip. Step 2 is the driving force of why you are here at LifeMax and what you want to see happen in your LifeMax business. Step 3 is taking that why and creating your story. Step 4 is now understanding EAQ 360 and the value that that brings to you as far as income potential. Step 5 is scheduling your calendar with both your in-homes as well as blocking your time that you'd like to work each day at your LifeMax business. Step 6 is building your list. Step 7 is knowing your options to share with the people you're talking to. Step 8 is getting comfortable inviting. And step 9 is plugging in to what we have available for you. In addition to all of this, at your leisure, as you're feeling more and more comfortable each and every day, go ahead and plug into mylifemax.net and get some additional training videos. You could watch 1 additional training video a day and be well on your way over the next 14 days. We're really excited to help you get to EAQ 360 in 14 days. We know you can do it. We're looking forward to seeing you at 1 and cross the stage as at least that rank.